Jim.
The 10th station, Jesus is stripped of his garments.
Jim, get off Lockheed.
And I'm now being placed on private property. I'd like to, of my own volition, walk back onto public property, please. Thank you.
My friends, peacemaker friends, we have been coming to these sites for 32 years. It's my 32nd year.
I don't want to
at
play
GE
games
or Lockheed Martin.
With you. I am
the
a
10th
citizen,
station,
and I am in accordance
the ceremonial groundbreaking for the Pentagon, the most powerful agency of violence and war in the world today, took place on September 11th, 1941. 60 years, almost to the minute, before American Airlines Flight 77 arrowed into the side of the building that faces the Arlington National Cemetery.
Yes, no.
Like the child who was able to see that the emperor was without clothes,
I do.
Can we see what's before us today? Can we see the greed, the lies, the violence that lay before us? Can we see the illusions of security that come from making war? September 11th, 2001, all of our imperial illusions of security based on nuclear weapons, Star Wars shields, or trillion-dollar military budgets were shattered in a wink. We were vulnerable,
I have the right,
just like everyone else on this fragile planet.
With all due respect.
If there be such a thing as real security, then it must rest on something more than what we can do for ourselves with muscle or weapons. Something that has to do with relationship with others and the earth, with fairness.
There is no problem here.
With honoring the commonweal and the commonwealth. With being a neighbor, not the overlord. And all of that means justice. How can we restore our suffering society and crippled economy, our war-weary world, our slaughtered environment? Can we really face
a holster
with weapons and militarism the realities of climate change chaos? Bombs may somewhat win wars and bring the false peace of victory, but justice will never be achieved with bombs and cruise missiles,
with all due
nor
respect.
with Star Wars and out-of-this-world plans.
I didn't know before.
However profitable that might seem for the militarization of space.
I'm here for peace.
The only victor in war is war itself. If you and I want real peace, not dominion or wealth or empire, then work for justice. Justice for one another, justice for the community, justice for that man over there, and justice for the earth.
By the nonviolent cross and resurrection. By Jesus' witness to the truth. By Jesus' passion and death. By Jesus' victory over the grave.
Thanks for your help. The only thing we're going to ask you is not to stay.
The 11th station.
Thank you, officers. I appreciate
Jesus is nailed to the cross.
Okay. Oh man.
I hear you.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Okay. Well, not giving me a hard time would be just allowing me to stand and bear witness.
Okay.
Which is what I'm here to do.
I'd just like to see your permit, that's all.
Okay. You would like to see my permit?
For your concealed weapon, yes.
But you're not telling me that it's required by law for you to demand that permit and for me to produce it. That's correct too, isn't it?
I would like to see your permit.
Okay.
Like I said, you show us your permit, we're done.
I know.
So I don't understand why it's making it a little bit more difficult than that.
Well, I'm actually not the one that called me back over here.
Okay.
Okay? So, you know, I went through with the supervisor supervisor, and here I am with you.
Right. Okay. I'd just like to see your permit. Your concealed. Okay.
Are you telling me that you can see my weapon? Is that what you're telling me?
See your holster, you see part of the barrel of your weapon, yes.
You can see part of the barrel.
If you still have your program, do you want to pull it out? And we will finish the stations, the 13th and 14th station.
Thank you. All right, even better. Thank you.
Jesus is taken down from the cross and laid in the tomb. All. We mourn all the victims of war in Afghanistan.
And what are the ramifications in your understanding? What are the ramifications?
We know that the profits of Lockheed Martin rest on war, militarism, and the violation of the earth. We have far too long suffered the policies of war and the social ravages of empire, corporate greed, and a war-torn economy. We insist that war is business, and here at Lockheed Martin, there cannot be business as usual.
The reality is that there is no weapon
Lockheed Martin with the acts of Jesus' love
it is
and
only my
a continuing commitment to justice, swallowing the earth, to peace, to the cross of non-violent resistance. By the cross and resurrection, we stand against war. By Jesus' witness to truth, carry the cross of non-violent resistance. By Jesus' passion and death,
let me give you my ID. You've informed me now that you can see the barrel of my weapon.
Victory over the grave. We ask
well, that was just confirmed.
Thank
Here we
you all.
go.
Have a joyous Passover and Easter. There's a few announcements on the bottom.
Is this your current address?
Thank you very much for coming out. And we'll finish. Anybody have announcements? You're welcome to use the mic for a minute.
Disarmament load. Fernando. Fernando. Yeah. How you doing? So you are carrying a weapon? You know, you've been doing this since 1980. I've been personally here since 80. And every year, and things going really. Our interest is safety for everyone. Respecting what you're doing here. We're in a neutral position. Maintain everybody's safety. Respecting property owners' wishes. Sure. And we've always had pretty much cooperation from everyone. Respecting what we're doing here. But when people start bringing weapons to these things, obviously we're really concerned. Why would you be concerned about that? Well, because it's a rare thing that happens. Well, being rare and being in line with the law are two different things. Well, I just want to let you know where we're coming from. That's why we're taking the extra measure of scrutiny here. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that nothing like this will happen. I don't know if you've ever been here before. Have you ever participated in this before? Yeah, just to let you know a little bit. Right, and I'm not trying to follow any instruction to what they're doing. Well, yeah, and I appreciate that too, and that's why we're taking this approach here. To try to explain what we're doing. Like I said, I've been here personally for 30 years, many times a year, probably 150, 200 times with Gray and White Peace. I've known, they've all grown Gray with me, involved with me. And when I see a weapon, which like I said, I've never seen, or I can't recall. Maybe there's been weapons that have been concealed, but I'm sure you agree here, peace, safety, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. So whatever you can do to help us out. I understand there's a right to have weapons on person as long as you're properly licensed. If it's concealed. Well, that's okay, but that's fine. All right, I'm with you, Chief. I'm with you, Chief, brother. I swear, I'm with you. Yeah, we're just trying to be reasonable. There's no problem here. Because I think at the end of the day, you know, everybody's exercising the rights here within the limits of safety for everyone, and we're just trying to make sure we're doing our job, right? Keeping people off the street, not getting hit, directing traffic, and trying to strike a balance here as to what we're doing. So anything you can do to help us so we can feel more comfortable the way we've been feeling for 30 years just doing this would go a long way. So that was the permit to carry. Yes. The officers issued by the Commonwealth. Yeah. So that allows you to carry to have a more active on the trespass.